Yo, why are you satisfied being an absolute loser? Think about that for a second, right? I mean, it's a strong way to start the video off, but I really want to stress that point to you guys, right? Because so many of you are just wasting away, right? Every single day, every single month, every single year, right? Selling yourself a dream that you're going to be better, or that you're going to do better the next day or the next week or the next month, or you're going to just start from scratch, right? But the truth is you're actually okay and satisfied and just content with being an absolute loser, right? And it's like no ambition, no drive, and you're okay with the bare minimum, right? You're okay not being in a good relationship, in a healthy relationship, in a happy relationship, right? You're okay always stressing about the bills, always stressing about making payments on time, right? You're okay probably not having enough food in your fridge or eating the food that you want to eat, right? You probably want to be healthier right now, but you can't even afford higher quality food, right? Or maybe you want to go to a better gym, but you can't afford that better gym subscription because you're content with everything that you're doing right now. Right now, if you are putting in the work, that's fine, right? I'm not speaking to you. I'm really speaking to the ones that claim to be putting in the work or that are masking the work that they should be doing, but they're masking it with something else, right? I mean, it's like, why are you okay just being lame, right? And I think that's a term I'm going to have for those of you on the channel that watch my videos maybe, but you're okay being lame, right? Why are you okay being lame, right? Some people call them Jeffries. Some people call them, NPCs, right? Why are you okay being lame? Like, you're okay being lame and there's no easy way out, right? Because a lot of the reason why you're lame, right, is because you don't want to put in the work. You don't want to do the work. You don't want to stress. You don't want to feel pain. You don't want to suffer. Well, guess what? You have to suffer, right? You want to get to that next level, you got to suffer. You want that car, you got to suffer for that car. You want that house, you got to suffer for that house, right? Like, you need to suffer and you need to sacrifice. If you cannot handle the pain of suffering for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, even 10 years of just brutal suffering to achieve every single thing you want, why even tell yourself you want those things? And if you see my eyes darting off to the right, obviously I'm reading my notes, right? Like, all the dreams you have, all the fantasies of, an easy way to get rich, to get strong, and to have everything you ever wanted, they're dreams, mirages, like, they're a literal waste of time because you'd rather dream every morning, every day, daydreaming, every night, dreaming, right? You're just dreaming, thinking that things are going to get better, right? Dreaming of a better tomorrow. Now, if you're dreaming of a better tomorrow, but you're putting in the work every single day, every single night, you're staying up late, you're waking up early, or you're pulling that extra shift at work, that nighttime shift, right? Good. You're doing what you're supposed to. It's painful right now because it's supposed to be painful. It's not supposed to be easy. Do you know how much suffering the guys at the top had to do? The guys that are winning so hard right now that you're like, man, I want to be like that guy. Do you know how much that guy probably suffered just to get the things that he earned and the things that he deserves to have because of the work that he's put in? I don't think, a lot of you don't realize how much pain and suffering goes into actually achieving your dreams. And it's not always physical. It's mental torture, right? And if you're not able to just accept the facts, do the work, and be content with the pain and accept the pain that you have to go through to get the things that you want, why even bother, right? Why even bother claiming that you want the things that you want? Like, you can keep dreaming. You can stay dreaming, right? There's no easy path up, right? There's no actual way to actually get to the destination, right? You have to get through the destination. You have to go through the fire. right? You want everything on the other side of the fire, but you don't want to walk through it, right? You don't want to build a path through the fire. You don't want to take your shoes off and walk on the hot coal to get to the other side, right? Why do you think in the past young men had like a rite of passage that they had to do, right? In order to become a man, they had to do something extremely difficult, right? Where they throw you into the woods and you have to survive a night, or you have to bring a dead animal back or something like that, right? Or you got to bring some dead wolf from, you kill the wolf, you bring it, and that's your rite of passage into manhood, right? Or you have monks that have to walk through hot coals, right? Or you got to do some extremely difficult task as your rite of passage, right? Like maybe some of you have never been hit because you've never done a physical sport. You've never got punched in the face, right? The reason some of you are so soft is because you've never had genuine altercations with people, right? Genuine battles with someone where it's either you got into a fist fight, or if you're wrestling or boxing or on the soccer field, on the football field, right? You've never gotten hit hard enough that made you just rethink the situation. And if you did get hit hard enough, maybe you stayed down, right? Maybe you've never been one of the ones who got hit hard, got back up, and went after that person. Because I've been that person plenty of times. If you're going to hit me, I'm hitting you back, right? I'm not going to just take a hit and not get my lick back, right? Some of you are okay. You're fine, right? There are times where I see someone being aggressive and they give me a hard knock. I'm just like, okay, I know I'm gonna get my get back, right? I'm not gonna just sit down, let you bully me on the field. Like, I have to get my revenge on that, right? And it's not like, you're trying to hurt the other person, but you understand, right? Like, a part of you doesn't want to get bullied. A part of you doesn't want to get just thrown around like a rag doll, right? Some of you are okay with that. And if that's the type of life you want, where you're just a rag doll that anybody can push around, that's fine. Me personally, that's not me, right? You hit me, I'm going to hit you back, right? Because you struck first, right? You brought that intensity. So I'm like, okay, I'll bring that same level of intensity, or I'll go beyond your level of intensity to show you how intense I can get, right? Because some people, the way they want to actually bully you is by showing you that they're more intense than you, right? And if you can go a step above them, or a step higher than them, or a step harder than them, right? Even healthy competition. If you can show that you're the stronger one, or the faster one, or the more technical one, right? Like on the wrestling mat, right? This right here, I got that award my freshman year because I was the most improved, right? Because I just wanted to go harder than everybody else. I wanted to show that I could do the moves faster. I wanted to show that I could do the moves better. I wanted to show my strength. I wanted to show a different technique that everybody else on the team didn't have, right? One of my biggest things is if I got a hold of your wrists, you're not getting out, right? Because I wanted to make sure that the moment I have your wrists, I can control your entire body. I could throw you around, pin you, slam, whatever I needed to do. The moment I got control of your wrists, there's no letting go, right? I'm not letting go. Best believe you're going to want to get out, right? Because you're trapped now. You need your hands, right? Without your hands, what are you going to do, right? So it's one of those things where you shouldn't want to get bullied around. You should want to be the bully, and not in a negative way where you're making fun of somebody, right? But you got to understand, the people that want to make more money than you, they will bully you into getting more money out of you, right? If you don't know how to negotiate, right? These are fundamental skills. If you don't know how to negotiate in situations, if you don't know how to sell yourself, right? Or sell something to somebody, what's the point? What's the point of even stepping into that ring, right? What's the point, right? Because you're going to get thrown around. You're going to get battered up. You're going to get bullied. Now, of course, if you're doing it to get the experience, by all means, go ahead, because you need that experience, right? You need to feel what it's like to get robbed on a deal, to know that pain of the money that you could have had, right? That's happened to me, where there's money I could have won or could have had in a deal, but because I made poor negotiations terms, I got the bad end of the deal, right? Or I got the ugly end of the stick, or however that saying goes, right? Because a huge part of life, a huge part of everything is negotiating, right? What are you willing to accept? What are you not willing to accept, right? And a lot of you cannot, even for the life, even to save your own lives, win a negotiation because you're too afraid of saying what you want, or you're too afraid of saying how you really feel about a situation, right? Or you're just okay accepting that shitty end of the stick, right? Like, you're okay being lame. You're okay being an absolute loser. Why? Ask yourself that. Why? Why are you okay with that? What are you going to do to change that? What are you going to do to, some of you are probably pissed off watching this video, or you're getting hyped up watching this video. And some of you, maybe your feelings got hurt and you clicked off the video, right? And it's one of those things where you really got to analyze yourselves every single day. Ask yourself why you're okay being content with the bare minimum. Why are you okay being content with an unhappy situation? With a situation where you know you do not want to be in it, whether it's a relationship, whether it's financially, whether it's physically. Maybe you can't even run up the stairs a couple times without even feeling like you're dying. Why are you okay being that way? You need to really sit down with yourselves and constantly question why you are okay with the current situation that you're in. Because best believe the men at the top, they are constantly analyzing themselves. If they don't do it every day, they're probably doing it every week. They're probably doing it every month. I know people that do it every quarter. They analyze the last quarter to understand exactly why that quarter ended the way it ended, right? Or they analyze their entire week to understand exactly why they didn't make the amount of money that they wanted to make that week, right? Do you know there are people that are unsatisfied making $1 million a month, 100K a month, $1 million a month, 2 million a month, 10 million a month? That's not satisfying to them. But you're not even close to that, yet you're content with that. Why? Maybe you just want an average, regular, simple, right? It's simple, but you're not happy, right? It's simple, but you're not content. Or it's simple, but you don't even want to be in the situation, right? Because that's the life you claimed that you want. Or maybe you claimed you want this higher status life, this more fulfilling life. Yet you're not even doing what's necessary. You're not even sacrificing what you need to sacrifice. The number one thing you should always be okay sacrificing is your time and energy. And if you're not okay sacrificing your time and energy for the things that you want, what are you okay sacrificing? Because that's how you're going to level up. Do you want to level up? Do you want to stay in the situation that you're in? Maybe you feel like you can't get out of that situation. Okay, ask yourself why you feel that you cannot get out of that situation. What needs to happen? What decisions do you need to make? Because most of you are not okay making those necessary decisions. You're not comfortable making those necessary decisions. You're not comfortable being uncomfortable. You need to get really comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because if you can't, well, I don't know what to tell you. You got to get real comfortable being uncomfortable, right? And a sure path to your goals, a sure path to your dreams is you must create value on this earth, right? Helping someone with something and getting paid to do so. You need to optimize every hour of your day. You need to figure out, how can I make money with this hour? Every hour that you are not asleep, you need to make sure every action you're taking is optimized to making money, is optimized to making you not 1% better. How can you become an exceptional man? Every hour of your day, you need to start dedicating it to becoming exceptional as soon as possible, right? Some of you need downtime. That's great. But there's a guy out there that doesn't need downtime. Why do you need downtime? Ask yourself that question. Why do you need downtime? You can't handle the stress? You can't handle it? It's too much for you? The stress, the work, is too much for you, so you need a little bit of downtime? I had to ask myself this question too. Why do I need downtime? Why do I need a break? Now, for me, I'm trying to, incorporate walking as breaks because I don't want to I need to make sure I'm not just sitting down all day, right? I had a stand-up desk that I used to use. I'm not using that anymore because now I'm like, okay, well, let me start incorporating walks. And now the way I'm optimizing the walk, okay, I'm feeding my brain information that I need in order to be able to output into the world, right? Do a better job at what I'm doing, making sure I'm more efficient at the tasks that I'm doing, right? Becoming a better negotiator, becoming a better leader, becoming a better manager, becoming a better operator, right? These are skills that I'm building. I'm focusing on building, making sure that regardless of what I'm doing, I know that it's giving me the ability to output more into the world, right? Because I understand. I'm at a level now where I know every single ounce of energy that I'm outputting, it needs to be rewarding something. If not this week, it better be next week. It better be next month. It better be at the end of the year. It better be rewarding me in 10 years. Every ounce of energy and effort that I'm putting towards whatever I might be putting it towards, it better be rewarding. There better be a reward at the end of that. Because best believe, some guy out there who's doing exactly what I'm doing, if he's taking breaks and I'm not taking breaks, if he's, spending 2 to 3 hours cooling off, 2 to 3 hours downtime, he's going to be way further than me. If me and this guy, the exact same scenarios, exact same situation, I'm taking 2 to 3 hours of downtime at the end of the workday, he's not taking 2 to 3 hours of downtime. Maybe he's reading before he goes to sleep. That's what he considers downtime, right? Maybe he's listening to, some sort of mindset video similar to this one before he goes to bed, right? So that his mind is constantly thinking about what he just listened to, what he's just consumed, right? Or maybe he's just listening to an audiobook so that he could fall asleep, right? That's his downtime. That's what he considers as downtime. Well, guess what? Obviously, he's going to be miles ahead by the end of the year compared to me, who, let's say, is taking 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of downtime, playing video games or watching a movie, right? I'm not doing that, but I'm saying, right? Like, that's the comparison, right? Imagine how much further that guy is going to be than me, right? That should make you angry. The fact that somebody else is going harder than you. Why isn't that making you angry? Ask yourself, why is that not making you angry, right? There's a guy out there who's going harder than you and who's getting to the things that you want before you, right? Similar to one of my last videos. What if there was only, let's say your dream was something you can grab, right? And it's on a shelf, right? And that's the last one, right? And it's you versus this guy. Whoever gets there first, they get to claim it. The other one's a loser, right? You need to start looking at life, whether you're a winner or a loser. Are you going to win? Are you going to lose? Are you going to continue to play the game forever? Because that guy, if he gets to your dream before you, you will never be able to attain that dream because he just stole that dream from you because you let him beat you. I don't think you guys are understanding the seriousness of that quote right there that I just created, right? It's you against this guy to your dream. If he attains the dream before you, you will never achieve your dream. You will never attain your dream because you let that guy over there beat you. So what are you going to do about it? Like, the only thing to do is become an exceptional man. I don't think you guys are realizing or understanding what I'm talking about. And if you are, make sure you're commenting that below, right? Comment your opinions because I don't think a lot of people truly understand how times are changing, how you need to be winning and not be complacent with what you got right now, right? You should really be looking for the fastest way to become an exceptional man because it will be hard and it will be brutal, but it'll be worth it because only exceptional men have a chance to reach the summit of that tallest mountain. Only an exceptional man can truly attain everything he wants in life before he's gone. And a lot of times, the thing that they wanted to attain, they die. They pass before they can even attain that thing. So what happens? They pass that mission to their sons or their daughters. And then it just keeps on going, right? Being an exceptional man is having all these exceptional things in your life, right? Because you're chasing a bigger purpose, a bigger mission, right? And that mission passes down to your lineage because you became exceptional. So now you have exceptional offsprings. Man, I don't think you guys understand how serious this is. Stop being okay being an absolute loser. Stop being okay not being exceptional. You should aim to be exceptional in every area of your life. In everything that you do, you should be exceptional at it. How you dress, how you walk, how you look, how you groom yourself, right? You should aim to have an exceptional image of yourself that you are presenting to the world, right? Maybe you have a lot of pimples right now. Good. Take care of it. If you can't afford a skincare routine, ask yourself why you can't afford a better skincare routine, right? Maybe you're in the process. So maybe, again, you're in the process of skincare, so it doesn't look like you're taking care of your skin. But guess what? The guy who's not even making it the effort, he's going to be way behind you when maybe your skin clears up in a year, in a month, right? Because you've been putting in the work. So now your skin is exceptional. Your hair is exceptional. You're probably properly grooming, right? Your outfits fit you exceptionally because you worked on your physique. Your income is exceptional, right? Because you worked on it every single day. You made sure that every hour of your day is producing. If you're playing video games, why aren't you streaming? Right? Like, I don't get it. There's so many ways to make sure that everything you're doing in your life throughout the day is producing something valuable for you, for the world. You're putting something valuable out into the world with every ounce of energy. There's no way you're not going to get rewarded, but you need to do the work. So if you can't, and if you're not doing the work, ask yourself why. That's it for this one, guys. Make sure you're commenting your questions. And if you've got, more personal things you want to talk to me about, just hit me up on Instagram, DM me, share this video to somebody you think it'll benefit. So yeah, that's it from me, guys. Talk to you soon.